little fox.
Cinderella, Episode 9, Singing Softly. The next morning, Cinderella started her chores. Stepmother barked orders at her. But it didn't bother Cinderella today. Last night was lovely, she thought. I wish every night was that wonderful. Cinderella hummed as she swept the floor.
Quiet down!
Stepmother snapped.
You're giving me a headache.
Yes, Stepmother, Cinderella said. Cinderella worked quietly. But in her head, she was still singing. Stepmother stomped around the room.
Why did that princess appear at the ball last night? She ruined everything,
Trudy said.
The prince never noticed me.
The prince didn't notice me either,
Gert said.
I must wear more jewels tonight.
Stepmother frowned.
Tonight you both must look your best.
Trudy and Gert spent all afternoon getting ready. Finally, they left for the ball. Cinderella felt sad. Then Godmother appeared.
Ready to go to another ball, Cinderella?
Yes! Cinderella cried. Her godmother waved her wand. Zap! Once again, Cinderella wore the glass shoes. But tonight she had a different gown. All night long, Cinderella danced with the prince.
You look even more beautiful tonight,
He said. Cinderella closed her eyes. I never want to leave, she whispered. Bong, bong, bong. Just then, the clock struck. 12 o'clock! Cinderella, Episode 10, Midnight. Cinderella dropped the prince's hand. She ran outside as the clock struck 12.
Wait!
The prince shouted.
Don't go!
Cinderella started down the steps. One of her glass shoes fell off. Cinderella looked back, but it was too late to get the shoe. Her golden coach was already a pumpkin. Her beautiful gown was an ugly old rag again. The prince ran down the steps.
Where is the princess?
He cried. He ran past Cinderella. Cinderella's heart sank. He didn't know that she was the princess. Slowly, she began to walk home. The prince went back up the steps. Near the top step, something sparkled. The prince said. He picked it up.
What's this?
Cinderella got home. She was tired and cold. She added a log to the fire. Later, the stepsisters came home. How was the ball? Cinderella asked. Was the beautiful princess there again?
Yes,
Gert made a face.
she left at midnight. But the prince kept talking about her. He even found something of hers.
Cinderella leaned forward. What did he find?
A glass shoe.
Trudy said.
It's really pretty. Cinderella,
Stepmother snapped.
get our beds ready.
Cinderella, Episode 11, The Glass Shoe. In the morning, Cinderella listened to the stepsisters. They were still talking about the prince.
He's in love with that princess.
Trudy said.
He's going to look for her.
Gert said.
It was terrible.
Cinderella brushed away some tears. The prince will never find me, she thought. Later, the king's messenger came to town. He blew his trumpet. Stepmother and the stepsisters ran outside. Cinderella followed them.
Hear this, ladies!
The messenger said.
The prince found a glass shoe. Every fine lady must try it on. The prince will marry whoever it fits.
Gert grinned.
Maybe the shoe will fit me.
Or me.
Trudy said. Stepmother glared at them.
It will fit one of you.
The messenger visited every home in town. Every lady tried on the glass shoe. But it didn't fit anyone. At last, the messenger reached Cinderella's house. Cinderella was sweeping. First, Gert sat down. She tried to push her foot into the shoe, but it didn't fit.
Get up, Gert.
Stepmother said.
Now it's Trudy's turn.
Trudy tried to push her foot into the shoe.
It doesn't fit,
she said sadly. Cinderella dropped her broom. What about me? She asked. May I try on the shoe? Cinderella, Episode 12, Happily Ever After. Stepmother laughed at Cinderella.
You?
She said.
It can't be your shoe. You did not go to the balls.
The messenger looked at Cinderella. She She was dressed in rags, but the messenger had orders from the prince. Every lady must try on the shoe. Cinderella took a deep breath. Slowly, she slid her foot into the glass shoe. Her stepsisters gasped.
It fits?
The messenger blinked.
It's you!
He cried.
You are the princess!
Stepmother stomped over to Cinderella.
Impossible!
She snapped.
You never left this house!
Cinderella reached into her pocket. She took out the other shoe and put it on. Suddenly, her fairy godmother appeared. Godmother waved her wand. Poof! Cinderella was the beautiful princess again. Gert and Trudy each gave a curtsy.
We are very sorry,
they said. Stepmother folded her arms. The messenger was smiling.
You must come with me. The prince will be so happy.
Soon, Cinderella was back at the palace. Three days later, she married the handsome prince. Cinderella was really a princess now. But she was still very kind. So Cinderella invited her stepsisters to live with her. She even invited stepmother. And they all lived happily ever after.
Little Fox.